Hello and welcome to a new vlog, everyone. It is Saturday afternoon and Mum and I are about to head off to see an exhibition of an artist that we really love. And I think she's actually based in Northamptonshire, so it's exciting that she's doing a little exhibition in Yorkshire. So I'm really looking forward to going. The artist is called Carrie Ackroyd and we actually have one of her prints. I'll do a little cutaway so you can see it because it's hanging downstairs in the living room. We bought this print years and years and years ago when we were actually on holiday in Yorkshire, and it's wonderful that we still have it, and I'm really excited to get to see some of her artwork in person. She does beautiful art illustrations of the countryside, and I just really love her style, so I'm really looking forward to it. And the exhibition is being held in a literary home, which is one I've wanted to see for a long time, but somehow we just haven't ever managed to get there. So it's not too far from us, and it's the home of the author Lawrence Sterne, who was a writer in Britain in the 1700s, and his home is called Shandy Hall. One of the books he wrote that he's most famous for is The Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy, Gentleman. And this home is meant to be lovely to see. So again, I'm just really excited that we're going to hopefully get to see the house and garden as we also go around this little art exhibition. So yes, I'm really looking forward to a little Yorkshire adventure, and I'll bring you along with us. We arrived a little bit early, so I'm just walking around the lovely gardens at Shandy Hall before the art exhibition is open. Look at this view, it's just so charming. so it's a couple of days later, but I haven't had a chance to pick up my filming camera until today because I've been working really hard on getting my Derbyshire vlog ready to upload. By the time this video goes up, that Derbyshire video should have been uploaded, but at the moment I'm just working really solid hours trying to get that ready for Thursday. It's a very big video. It's bigger even than my bath one in terms of all of the editing that I'm doing. There's a lot of footage that I have to kind of trim down and order nicely and all of that. So I'll be really glad when that's done, and I've had other work that I've been trying to juggle whilst doing this video, so it's been really full on. But I wanted to take a moment to tell you about the Carrie Ackroyd art exhibition because that was amazing. Both Mum and I were so glad that we went. We were able to meet her, which was really lovely because we're big fans of all of her art, and it was so wonderful to see a lot of the art in person too. I do love her drawings of birds and of the British landscape. I'll put a link to her website in the description box if you want to check her out, because yes, she really does do beautiful artwork. So it was wonderful to meet her and to get to see some of the art in person, and also the location was amazing. The weather was really good, which was lucky when we went. And Shandy Hall is fascinating. I now really want to read the book Tristram Shandy. There's a really funny coincidence actually, because I just started rereading Have His Carcass by Dorothy L. Sayers. And I'm rereading this one at the moment because it's almost entirely set in June. So it's a very good June book. And it's a favourite of mine as well. I really like the opening of this one when Harriet Vane discovers a body as she's walking along the British coast. But what she's got in her sort of little rucksack is a copy of Tristram Shandy, and that's what she's reading when she takes a little lunch break and has a picnic. She's reading Tristram Shandy as well. So I thought that was a really funny coincidence to just start reading this and come across a reference to Tristram Shandy. So that was funny. But yes, the House and Gardens are really lovely. I definitely recommend going, and it was even more special though to be able to attend this art exhibition. And we did pick up some cards, so I'm really thrilled. Like I've said, I love Carrie Ackroyd's bird illustrations. She does a lot of birds, and I picked up a few, as you can see. Really impressive, that heron one. So, and I love these little sparrows. Yes, they're just really colourful and attractive. I love the autumnal colours of this one. This is a lovely summery one. So yeah, that's all of them. But really thrilled to have got these cards. I think they're so beautiful. And it was just a lovely little outing. So that was lots and lots of fun. And I wanted to just catch you up on that. I just had a flower delivery from our local flower farmer who comes and separated out some of the different flowers. So we've got all sweet peas here, which, oh, it's just so lovely. These are the very first sweet peas of the season. They make me so happy. They just smell amazing. I love the scent of sweet peas. But we've also got some lovely roses from her this time too. Which is also so lovely. So I'm absolutely thrilled. Roses and sweet peas, just perfect. I've got some peonies at the moment too that we just bought from Marks and Spencer's because they actually do quite good peonies. So I am going to have to do some photography at some point because I hate wasting beautiful flowers, and if I don't get pictures with them I always feel they're a bit wasted. I mean, they're not really, because Mum and I do just really enjoy them, but I always feel I should get photos with lovely flowers. So I do have to try and take advantage and do some photography at some point. But what I'm going to do now is just keep going with this video with the editing. I'm on the David Alston Rose Gardens at the moment. I filmed so much there. I mean, I got quite carried away with the filming, and I was doing some editing quite late last night, and I got to the point where I was like, I cannot make up my mind whether like I keep these clips or I don't, or like what's going on. So I knew I had to stop. So this afternoon I am tackling the David Alston Rose Garden sequence again with the editing, and I should be able to just make a decision as to like if a clip goes or it stays, and what I want the whole thing to look like. It was stunning though, so I'm not surprised that I filmed way too much. But yes, so speaking of roses, I better get back to my editing, but I'll catch up again soon. Hello again everyone. So it's been quite a few days since I last picked up my filming camera. This has been a really hectic week for me, partly because I was editing a very big vlog that took a lot of steps to edit. That was the Derbyshire vlog, but it's up now, and thank you so much for all of the lovely comments on that blog. It's so nice to know that you really enjoyed it. And it's Sunday now, but I have a busy afternoon ahead of me because I'm working on a post for Seasons of Story, which is my Substack community, and I thought I would pick up the filming camera for this one because I'm actually making a recipe. And this recipe is from Jane McMorland Hunter. I commissioned her to do this recipe, and she's chosen a type of chocolate refrigerator cake that is great for celebrations in the warmer months. And as June is my mum's birthday month, it also happens to be Jane's birthday month. Happy birthday to Jane. I thought as a little gift to you this month, I would give you this recipe for free. So this is one of the free posts that I will put up on Seasons of Story, so you can all access it. And it's really simple to make, which is great. It doesn't require any baking, just goes in the fridge, so that's perfect. So I hope you enjoy the recipe, and I'll link it in the description box of this video so you can check it out. And let me tell you what's going to be in it. So I've prepared the ingredients ahead of time. I've got milk chocolate cut up into pieces here, and I've got some full fat milk here, and I have some butter here. And I'm going to put all of these three ingredients together and just melt them. So that will be the first step. But I'll show you the rest of the ingredients first. I've got some banged up digestive biscuits here, and this is a little of my own kind of twist on Jane's recipe because she recommends doing mixed fruit, but she says you can do whatever sort of fruit you want. I love cherries, so does my mum, so I chose to do a mixture of sour cherries and then freeze-dried cherries as well. So you can see that mixture here. I think it will just look really pretty too. And I love cherries. And then also a little addition, as this isn't for children. Obviously, if it's for children, leave this out. Or if you don't want any alcohol, leave it out. A little bit of kirsch I'm going to add to it as well, especially because I'm using cherries in this. And I think it will just make it extra festive as a little early birthday cake for my mum to get to enjoy later today. So let's get on with making this recipe. I'm really happy that this pretty much only requires a wooden spoon to make. So let's do it. I'm gonna go melt the chocolate, butter and milk together, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I melted the milk chocolate, butter and milk together, and now I'm going to add the kirsch, the dried fruit and the digestive biscuits. I also had already prepared a 6-inch tin, which I lined at the bottom and greased as well. But let's add the digestive biscuits into the chocolate mixture, my dried cherries, make sure I get them all out, and the kirsch. good already, I have to say. And I do like a chocolate refrigerator cake because it's so easy to make. This would be great to make with children, and like I said, you can just leave the quiche out. But it's a fun one to make with kids as well, if you fancy it. Okay, so I mixed all that together and into the tin it goes. Okay, so I've got it in the tin. You can see I really pressed out the sides to go right to the edge of the tin and smoothed out the top as well. So this is going to go in the fridge for at least half an hour. You could refrigerate it overnight. And whilst this is in the fridge, I don't have too long to do this, so I'm not leaving it overnight. I'm going to do half an hour. And whilst it's cooling in the fridge, I'm going to make the icing for the cake. Okay, so the cake is in the fridge and I've got the ingredients for my icing prepared. Remember, you can check out all of the recipe details in the link that I'll put in the description box, but I'll just talk you through what I'm doing. So I've got my butter ready and I'm going to beat the butter, and then I'll add in the icing sugar. I am also adding a half teaspoon of quiche as I put some in the cake. I'm going to add a bit to the icing as well. This is my own addition, but I'm hoping that will be nice. And then I've got the cocoa and malted milk mixture here. I'm going to add boiling water to this and stir it up, and then this goes into the icing mixture. So it makes a nice chocolatey icing. So I'm looking forward to doing this. I'm going to let the cake chill a bit more, then I'll do the icing. And here we are, the finished result. Obviously you can decorate the top however you'd like. I've used all Maltesers, but you could use Smarties or chocolate buttons or whatever you fancy. Like I said, I went for Maltesers, and a happy birthday candle. So we're celebrating Mum's birthday this month, Jane's birthday this month. It seems appropriate. So I'm actually going to take photos of this now for the Seasons of Story article. I need to set up the table. At the moment it's just very bare, so I need to make it look pretty. Take some photos, get up the post, And then Mum and I are going to have a slice of this later for a treat this evening. I hope you enjoy it too if you have a go at making it. I can't wait to try it, but first I better photograph it. Okay, and here is my setup. Flowers, cake and tea. Doesn't really get much better. Now I've got to take the photos and get that article up. So I've just finished taking the photos and Mum and I are going to have a test bite before I put the recipe post up.
Yes.
So let's dig in.
I'm excited to try it. There we go.
Me too. Oh, get a bit with the Malteser. Is it good?
Cherry. Delicious, honey Ann. Something rather nice.
Yes, there is a bit of kirsch, which I thought you'd like.
Yes, I thoroughly approve. Yeah.
I really like the dried cherries in it, actually.
Yeah.
Really nice. It's they're sour cherries. They're slightly tart, and that cuts some of the sweetness.
Yes.
Which I actually like.
I do like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Really nice.
delicious. And Maltesers are such a classic.
They are. Oh, this is lovely. I'm going to enjoy finishing this, get my post up, and then look forward to having a bit of a break on Sunday evening. We might be able to sit outside.
I think it's warm enough as long as it doesn't rain.
Yes, cross our fingers.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish the cake first.
Definitely.
Hi again everyone. So I just wanted to have a bit of a bookish catch up with you before I finish off this vlog for today. I have been reading more of Have His Carcass by Dorothy L. Sayers this week. I'm quite a bit further along now. I'm just about halfway through and I'm really enjoying it. It's actually been a long time since I read this one. I read Dorothy L. Sayers a lot in my teenage and early 20s, those sorts of years, but I haven't returned to a lot of her books for quite some time, including this one. I'm really enjoying it. As I've already said, it's mainly set in June. It just goes into July, so it's a good seasonal read. And I think I remember quite a lot about the mystery. I definitely remember one of the very important clues, and I think I remember the murderer, but I can't remember all of the ins and outs of the plots and exactly how the murder was done. So I'm enjoying it. And as always, there's a good dynamic between Lord Peter Wimsey and his love interest, Harriet Vane, who is quite an unwilling love interest in this one. But yes, they have great repartee. So I am really enjoying this. It's just quite a nice light read too, because I have been really stressed and tired this week, so this has been a good book for this week. And then I got these two books which just came in the post. I was so inspired by the wonderful Carrie Ackroyd exhibition that we went to at the very start of the week, and I ordered these books, which are collections of John Clare's poetry, and I absolutely adore John Clare's poetry. I love to read it, and these collections are illustrated by Carrie Ackroyd. You can see some of her illustrations. They're black and white ones, but they're still beautiful. And I think it's very special to have illustrated poetry collections. So I got this one, which is This Happy Spirit, and this one, The Wood is Sweet, which again has really beautiful illustrations by Carrie Ackroyd. I love that one with the hair. She draws hairs quite often, and I think she does them really well. So I've been enjoying already dipping in and out of these. So yes, these have been a really, really lovely recent purchase that I wanted to share with you. And what I also forgot to say about Shandy Hall, which is where we went to see the Carrie Ackroyd exhibition, and it was the home of the author Lawrence Stern. And I so recommend going, but I forgot to tell you about the little sort of shop that they have there. And it's really nice because they have secondhand books in there too. So of course Mum made an absolute beeline for that. Whilst I was going around the gardens, she didn't feel quite up to kind of walking around, but she went to the shop and had a rummage. And she found some secondhand china, which was actually very pretty, but she also found a wonderful book, which is this old folio edition of Mistress Masham's Repose by T.H. White, which I loved as a child. It's been a really long time since I read it, but it's got wonderful end papers with a fabulous map, and it's really beautifully illustrated. Look at that. Just stunning. So I'm always thrilled when I get a secondhand folio society book. Some of them are very expensive secondhand, so finding a bargain is always wonderful. And just look at those beautiful illustrations. So she was very clever to spot this one. And we were both really pleased. My mum likes this book a lot too, so she was thrilled. And I love the cover too. That's really beautiful. So yes, really great. So definitely don't miss the shop if you do go to Shandy Hall, because it's well worth it. And then I also got in the post these little bookmarks that I just wanted to show you. So I thought how pretty they are. I'm always on the lookout for nice bookmarks. They are obviously important to me. I read a lot of physical books and I always have a bookmark. And I do like to have pretty bookmarks rather than just, receipts or train tickets and things like that. So I'm always on the lookout. And this is a really nice little Etsy shop that's based in India, but these actually arrived very quickly. I was very impressed, and it's called Bluebell Arts. And yes, it's an Etsy shop. I'll link to it in the video description box. But I think they're really lovely. They're sort of original watercolours, and just really sweet. I chose two very floral ones, and a lot of them are floral, but you know how much I like my florals. So I wanted to share these because I thought they were very special. So that was wonderful. But anyway, that's it from me for today. Now there is going to be a bit of a change to my schedule just coming up, because next week, as usual, it will be the Comfort Book Club discussion of Pride and Prejudice on Thursday. I have been reading that as well, actually. I forgot to bring that up, but I am reading that too. So it's the Comfort Book Club, goes up next Thursday. But then I am actually going to be posting a vlog on that Sunday, which I think is the 30th of June. So instead of the following Thursday, it will actually be on that Sunday a bit earlier. So just to let you know that there will be 2 videos going up next week, on Thursday and then one on Sunday. So look out for the Comfort Book Club video and then another vlog from me, which I'm having fun planning already, because that one will feature my mum's proper birthday celebration, and I do have something planned, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'll be filming a bit of what we get up to, so do tune into that. But thank you so much for watching this video, and huge extra big thanks as always to those of you who pressed the super thanks button on my last video. I so appreciate your support, and thank you for all of the lovely comments on that video too. That was really lovely, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. But thank you very much to everyone who supports my channel by also watching my videos and liking and commenting on them. I hope you've got a wonderful weekend coming up, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.